right, Gisela. Whew, so much. Isn't it amazing? You guys enjoying it?
Yeah,
Right.
very good.
All right, Gisela, how has your Christian faith influenced your leadership style and approach to team building throughout your successful 17-year career in real estate?
Okay, well, I hired a coach once when I've been doing real estate for 17 years, and I remember when I hired this coach in this very well-known real estate company, they said, do not mention your faith in your business. And I was like, wait, but I don't understand. Because at that moment of time, I was actually a new Christian. I was a new believer. I always believed in God. I always believed that God was with me, even as a little girl. And but as time went on, I walked away from God and got involved in the party life, like so many of us could easily do with the happy hours and etc. And eventually, God really tugged on my heart, and I saw Him, not necessarily physically, but in many ways in my life, how the Holy Spirit would just approach me at an open house through other people, and I eventually gave my life fully to Christ, and I was really touched. So I had no other way but to truly walk with God in my real estate business. So when a coach told me, do not bring your faith into your business, I could not understand that, because God is with me everywhere. And I'll tell you the truth, because I almost got kidnapped once at an open house. And I remember when I was at this open house, there was these two creepy guys in a Scooby-Doo van, and they said, come and let me show you what we have in the van. And I'm like, yeah, right, like I'm going to go follow you. Like that's just a disaster waiting to happen. So I said, oh, no, it's okay, I'm here, and one guy goes upstairs. I actually walk outside, got on my phone, like I was going to call my boyfriend at the time, which is now my husband, but he was passed out taking his nap. And I ended up just, instead of calling 911 because I knew there wasn't enough time, I just got on the phone and I'm like, dear Lord, can you please help me? Can you please protect me? And sure enough, this car drove right by, made a U-turn, and the lady and her husband came to the open house, and they said, these two creep guys, they saw that they came, and they're all, oh, we gotta go, and they just totally took off. And I said, thank you so much for coming to my open house. I said, why, what brings you here? She says, you know what, we're not here to buy a house. I told my husband, go back to that open house and go, because we're supposed to be there. And I said, thank God for answering, being so obedient, because with your obedience, I was saved. And so, yes, I bring God into my business no matter what. I think that was a long story, but yeah.
All right. Resilience is a crucial trait in the business world. Could you share an example of a challenging situation you faced in your real estate career and how your resilience helped you overcome it while leading and supporting your team?
Okay, so resilience. I think all of us in business, no matter what business we're in, whether it's real estate or a clothing business, you have to have resilience, ladies. If you don't have resilience, you're not going to get back up when you fall. And you can't think too much about it. You can't dread too much about it. You just got to get yourself back up, and you got to keep on going. And that's one thing that I've really realized, especially when it comes to team building, because unfortunately, sometimes when you're a team leader, your own teammates tear you down when you're trying to lift them up. And that's happened to me, and it really hurts. But you know what I do? I lean on God again. And I said, Lord, you know what? You fight my battles and you take over. And resilience has gotten me through to the point where I had no idea that that word even existed, as silly as that might sound, until one of my good friends, Tiffany, told me. She says, Gisela, you have resilience. I said, resilience? And I got my phone like I always do, and I Googled it. What does this mean? And then I said, oh, dang, that's such a good word for me. I love it. Yes, I have resilience. So yes, you have to keep on going no matter what relationship, no matter what it is, keep going, because we could tear ourselves down, which we automatically sometimes do, but when others do, sometimes even it hurts even more. So you got to get back up, because God didn't take time to make a nobody. He made a somebody, and that somebody is you. So you got to get up and go, because you have, like these other women have been saying on this panel, that we are an instrument, and we're called for a specific mission. So no matter what it is, you got to keep on going, because we're not done yet. The race is not over.
Okay. All right. As a leader in the real estate industry, how do you integrate Christian values into your business practices and decision-making processes?
Can you repeat that one more time, please?
As a leader in the real estate industry, how do you integrate Christian values into your business practices and decision-making processes?
Okay. You know what? I really just look at what I'm supposed to do. Like, is this good? Is this bad? The simple things in life, you guys, the simple measurements in life. Like, is this what I'm supposed to do? Is this what God's telling me to do? Is this going to be for this person? Is it something positive? In reality, anything that it has to do with really truly thinking about the decision in your life, I go, as silly as this might sound, I look in my closet and I said, God, what do you want me to put on? I have a listing appointment today. What do I wear? And I tell the girls this. And so with my values and knowing, I don't know if any of you know what the Proverbs 31 woman is. It's a book. You could Google her if you want, Proverbs 31 woman. It's an entrepreneur. It's a woman who wakes up very early in the morning. She seeks God first of all. She makes coffee or gives her food to her maidservants. She makes sure that she is well pleasing to her husband at the same time. Her children will one day rise up and say, Mom, you are a blessing in my life. Like, that's how I measure, Marie, if I'm actually living my God-given calling, is by this Proverbs 31 woman. Not that I'm going to have it all together, but within my time, and one day I will be a beautiful, cute old lady one day, and I'm gonna be like, dang, I was able to do all these little things, you know. But if I realize that no, I'm backsliding, or I'm at the bar and I'm drunk as heck, I realize, hey, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. And I'm not perfect in any which way. I'm not saying that at all. But you have to know your calling. You have to know exactly what are you supposed to do, what are you not supposed to do, and be very clear about yourself, because if not, you're cheating yourself out in life.
Okay. All right. Here's the last question. You have 2.5 minutes here. Over the years, the real estate market has experienced various ups and downs. What strategies have you implemented to help your team adapt to changing market conditions and maintain long-term success in the industry, all while staying true to your Christian principles?
So I love being a team builder. I love building up specifically women, and that's why I have a podcast called Women Who Win in Real Estate, and it's becoming the women that God has designed you to be in your home and in your real estate business. But I love building up women. I love recognizing the women in our team with Agent of the Month, handbags, like if they achieve their goals. So each woman has their own goal. Like, I'm not going to say, everybody go sell 5 houses and that's your goal. But I actually find out, okay, Sonia, or what is your goal? How much do you want to make this year? And we work it backwards. Now that we know that this is what you have to do each month. And so actually helping that specific person achieve that goal, and your goal is going to be different. So now you're not competing with Sonia, because I don't want to I don't want my girls to compete against each other. I want you girls all to win. And so making sure that each woman in the team has their own goals, and making sure that they could achieve their goals. And if they do achieve your goals or their goals, they get recognized for their goals. So then I offer like a Kate Spade bag. I always give gifts that I want to receive, because there will be a time where maybe when someone doesn't get anything and I get to keep it, right? which doesn't really often happen once, but it did happen last month. So I got the Kate Spade purse, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad that I picked this one, you know? So, but it all comes down to recognition, you guys. We all love to be recognized. We love to know that what we are doing matters and makes a difference. And so I really try to highlight within that within my team, and speaking life into them. Like going back to, you said Christian values, like speaking like what is it that God designed you to be? Like maybe you shouldn't be in real estate. Maybe you've always wanted to be like a graphic designer. Like, let's do that. Like, how could I help you do that? And so ultimately, that's my heart. That's what I enjoy doing. And besides that, my husband and I, we flip properties. We renovate properties. We flip properties. And there's just so much goodness. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Gisela.
Thank you.
All right.